You don't know how long for waiting for help. So this bag just gives me a little bit of peace of mind, knowing that I'll be able to take care of myself for a few minutes or for a while I'm waiting for help to get there. Let's take a look at what I have in my bag, the 5 items that I have in mind. First, we have fire starter or fire, which I like to call lighters. You can never have too many. Or a headlamp. Here's my special lighter. My survival lighter. Look at it. It has paracord, a wick, and if I keep unwrapping it, it has a hook and a needle. So hopefully I never have to use this, but I have it just in case. Now these have been packed in here since the day I put it in my truck. So hopefully they work. I hope they work. Now if my lighters do get taken out of my bag, for whatever reason, I always make sure that they get replaced because you never know, you might need them next year for fireworks. Something to start a fire and a little bit of light. Opening up the big pocket of the bag, dun dun dun, is a tarp. Number 2 is a tarp and paracord. Why a tarp? Because someday, somewhere, I might have to cover something up. It could be my truck, it could be a leaky tank, it could be me crying in the rain after making a bad life decision. You just never know. And on top of that, a tarp is a universal shelter or a makeshift hammock. So I have a tarp and some paracord. And also, this tarp did come with tent stakes packed nicely in the package here. I got them on Amazon. I'd like to share the link with you, but I'm sure I can't find it. So, number 1 was a lighter and light. Number 2 was the tarp with paracord. What could number 3 be?
3!
Is the folding saw. Now this is for when things start getting serious or mildly inconvenient. You know, like when a tree falls in the middle of the road, I can just pop this out, bam, and start sawing limbs away, or look like I'm sawing limbs away while I wait for help to arrive or somebody else to solve that issue for me. Like I just cut myself with my saw. Plus, if I'm ever stranded, I can cut firewood and act like I really know how to survive while I'm waiting for help to rescue me. Number 4. Number 4 is probably something that's actually useful in this kit, is a first aid kit along with emergency blankets. I do have a couple of emergency blankets here and a first aid kit. Now I have a bigger first aid kit than this just little rinky-dink thing here. I do have a big first aid bag sitting out here with me that always stays in my truck. So, see, I do have something that could be useful. A first aid kit and an emergency blanket. Small and compact these are. They just slip right into my bag. I have like, look, 3 of them stuffed in there. They don't take up any room. Will I ever use them? I don't know. I have them just in case. Those first 4 might have made sense to you, might have not, but this part, number 5, is for the ladies. So ladies, come on in. Or if you have ladies in your life, you might want to think about packing something like this for them. I know that we don't always want to squat when we go to the bathroom. It might be in the middle of the winter and we don't want to squat down low when it's snowy outside. Maybe some of us can't. So my number 5th thing is the little wee pee type things for girls. This one is called Sanigirl, and you just make a little cone and you use it once, you throw it away, dispose of it, and it does make it a little bit easier for us to go to the bathroom if we're stuck on the side of the road. For me, I just use the step of my truck right there and squat down. We might not all be able to do that. So these are wonderful just to stick in your bag. You might be able to help somebody else that's stuck on the side of the road with one of these. I know, pretty weird, but honestly, you need to get some in your bag. I got them on Amazon. Comfort things would be a toiletry kit, and you want brownie points, guys, for the ladies. Where'd they go in here? They're hiding. Ponytail holders. Get some ponytail holders. Shove them in your bag. Those are good for a whole bunch of things. Now for me, a couple extra things that I like to pack in my bag because I know who I am and what I don't like. One is I would keep an extra sports bra in my bag, just something a little bit more comfortable. And of course, like now it's hot and sweaty, you want something to change into. And the other is a pair of socks. I hate for my socks to be wet. Absolutely hate them being wet. So I keep extra socks in my bag. When I go fishing in the wintertime, I will take an extra pair of socks and put them in my bag, even an extra pair of shoes and socks in case they get wet. I can just change them out. So know the person that you are, and you might add a couple of extra things in here. To make sure you guys do know, in my truck, I do keep a battery jumper, jumper cables, tow straps. I have extra water in my car. I keep an extra blanket, and I keep extra hoodies in there. And with my adult daughters, I tell them to keep all of those same things in the trunk of their car in case something does happen and they have to wait for dad to come rescue them. So I do have the important things in my truck. I just don't keep them in my bag. And if I take something out of my bag, I make sure that I replace it so I have it next time. An addition that I would add in here is mosquito spray and maybe sunscreen. To recap, I keep lighters because, you know, I don't want to be like rubbing two sticks together to start a fire. Tarp with paracord, my folding saw. Yep, my hands are already full. First aid kit with the emergency blankets, and then my female products to make my life a little bit more easier if I'm stuck stranded on the side of the road somewhere. What is something that I packed in my bag that you think is just strange? What is something that you pack in your truck that I might think is strange? Leave your comments below, and I can't wait to show you what I stick in my next bag for when I have to leave the house in emergency. And I'm not talking again like a bug out bag. I'm just like one of those moments where you have to leave super fast. Be on the lookout for that. I love you guys. Peace out. I'll see you next time. Another little guy. Another little guy. Get all the visitors when I'm recording out at the park.